Whenever you see one of these Christian apologists here on YouTube or anywhere really, William Lane Craig, Todd Friel, Cameron Bertuzzi, Inspiring Philosophy, etc. Whatever they're saying, however insistent or adamant, just remember this one very important thing. They know nothing. Literally nothing. In fact, I think it's safe to say that there is no group of people on the planet more confident, brash, certain, and self-assured who are so completely and entirely lacking in knowledge and justification. Literally everything they have to say about the theological contents of their holy book is nothing but speculation. In all of human history, literally no one has ever been able to reliably, actionably, and repeatedly demonstrate any knowledge of God or the supernatural. And yet these people will talk about God like Tank and Morpheus just jacked them into the God program on the deck of the Nebuchadnezzar.
I know God Fu.
Show me.
Let's look at just one part of their belief system, one ginormous part of their belief system, Jesus. What do we actually know about Jesus? Can you guess what I'm going to say? Come on, put on your thinking caps. That's right, we know nothing. Literally nothing. Do we know when Jesus was born? Nope. We have conflicting reports in the Gospels. Do we know Jesus' mom never took a chubby? Nope. In fact, the word virgin in the quote from Isaiah used by Matthew is a Greek mistranslation from the Hebrew. Do we know that there was an empire-wide census which forced everyone back to their ancestral homes at the time of Jesus' birth? Nope. Just the opposite. This almost certainly didn't happen. Likewise, Herod's slaughter of the innocents as recorded in Matthew is entirely fictional. The other gospel writers don't even mention it. Do we know that Jesus said the things recorded in the various gospels? No. In fact, when I tell Christians that they should be able to pick up snakes and drink deadly poison without being harmed, as Jesus said they'd be able to do in Mark's gospel, it's Christians who tell me that Jesus never said those things, assuring me that the end of Mark's gospel is a later fabrication. And they're right. Do we know there was an empty tomb? No. Even Christian apologists have taken this claim off their minimal facts list. The Romans usually left the crucified hanging on the cross to be scavenged, or had the body thrown into a mass grave. Nor do Christians even have a tomb they can point to, which we can rest assured briefly contained the body of a genuinely dead Jesus. Do we know that others rose from their graves at the time of Jesus' death, who then went into the holy city, Jerusalem? No. And again, only Matthew thinks to note this amazing event. Even Christian apologists have largely dumped this bag of myth manure. Finally, do we know that Jesus rose from the dead, appearing to the 12 and then the 500? No. Like everything else we've just talked about, there is no evidence beyond the claim. There is not an ounce of knowledge content to be found in the Gospels regarding the life of Jesus. None of these claims has or can be independently verified. We have literally nothing more than someone's say. And that someone, those gospel writers, don't even claim to know these things for themselves.
There isn't a single eyewitness account of Jesus' life.
Okay.
We don't even know who the gospel writers were or where they got their information. We know only that the Gospels were written decades after the alleged events by third parties having no first-hand knowledge in a world filled with superstition and credulity, by people who likely believed in talking snakes and a young earth, which maintained its position at the very center of our universe by God's guiding hand. This is just nonsense. So the next time you see one of these people speaking with authority about this or that, remember this video. Remember that they're all just talking out of their asses, knowing literally nothing about God, Jesus, the afterlife, etc. Nothing. And remember that for them, knowing nothing is more than enough. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.